Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And the question today is, what can we make with Myers rum and apples? Well, the answer is sitting right in here in this cast iron pot, just come out of the oven, somewhere over here. This is hot buttered rum apple cobbler. Yeah, what a mixture that is. Smelled good when I was baking too. Now, look at that. I mean, you got the crumbly cobbler on top, kind of a biscuity, and it's just gone caramelized down inside there. But want to make it even more decadent, I love on a cobbler, a little bit of vanilla ice cream. You just put it on top, let it melt in there, and you eat it just like that. So let's have a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit like that. There we go. You got some apple. You got the cobbler topping. You got a little bit of ice cream. Oh, that is good. Yeah. Let's try some without the ice cream. Just want to get that caramelly flavor from the apple. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta make some of this. And it's all made in the cast iron pot. No other pots are needed. Away you go. And toss it in the oven. All right, go make this. Let's go in the kitchen right now. All right, our first set of ingredients is for the apple filling at the bottom. So we're gonna cook that up first. So what I've got here, well, the apples. That is 3 large apples, and then I just core them. I don't peel them. It's up to you whether you want to peel them or not. I like them just like that. What I do to get these, the size of wedges here, basically quarter the apple, cut each quarter in half, and then cut that into 3 pieces, and that's just about right. So that's the apple. Over here, that's 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, half a cup of my favorite light brown sugar, a quarter cup of butter, and a half a cup of dark rum. And again, that's my favorite Myers dark rum. Yes. So first thing we're gonna do is get that butter going. So I got my big cast iron pot. Everything's gonna be done in the cast iron pot. We're gonna cook it, bake it, everything. So 1 pot, away we go. All right, bring that up a medium heat. Yeah, we're doing right about there. Skate that butter around a little bit and get it melting. All right, as soon as that butter's melted, in goes the sugar. The apple, oh, that was just an accident. The apples, what we're gonna do now is just stir that around, cook those apples, get that sugar going. Just do this for about 3 to 5 minutes, roughly around there. Just want to soften up the apples a little bit, get that sugar and butter mixed in with them. And now we're going to come back and get the rum and the cornstarch going. All right, see you back here in a few minutes. All right, so now what that's done is cooked about 3 minutes. We're getting the juice coming out of the apple. We don't need to stir it as much anymore because it's not going to burn. This is looking good. What we want to do now is we want to steam this for a while. So I thought we had that right away. I was wrong. I forgot we have to just one little step first, and that is we're going to steam this. I'm going to put that lid on there, and I will occasionally go in there and give it a quick stir, but basically I want to steam this for about 10 minutes. Just soften up those apples some more, so we're going to get a really good cobbler. All right, that's been cooking, steaming away in there. Actually, just under 10 minutes. It's about 9.5 minutes, but look at that. Nicely softened up. Those apples are looking great. We got a lot of juice in there. So now we need to thicken that juice up and get the rum in there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that cornstarch and just carefully dissolve it into the rum. Just a little bit at a time. You don't want to get lumpy gravy. There we go. All right, get it all in there. Just keep stirring to make sure it's all dissolved. Looks like it. Dissolves nice in the rum, doesn't it? Smells good in here too. All right, what we're gonna do now, just kind of pour that across. All right, and we start stirring it in. What we're gonna do now is we're thickening up the sauce a bit. So this is not gonna take long. It's gonna thicken up pretty quick. Look at that. All right, so get ready to turn the heat down. Yep, that's good. Boom. You don't want to over thicken it. That is just nice. All right, gonna be back in a minute. I'll turn the heat off. We're just gonna let that sit there. We're gonna make the cobbler part. Okay, to make our cobbler topping, well, what we've got here is 1.5 cups of flour. I've got 3 tablespoons of my favorite sugar, unrefined cane sugar. I've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I've got 1/4 cup of butter cut up into little pieces and then re-chilled, so it's good and solid and cold. 3/4 cup of cream we're not going to use at all. Okay, so it's be anywhere between 1/2 and 3/4. What we want to see is we want to get just the right consistency. And then I've got another 2 tablespoons of sugar over here, but that's not going in this, that's going on top. So let's open this up. First thing we're going to do, get the flour in here. And the 3 tablespoons of sugar. The baking powder. And before I add the butter, I'm just going to give that a quick zap. And just I'll put this together for a while. Which way to go? Oh, helps if you have this on the right direction. There we go. Over here. There we go. I guess I haven't used this for a little bit. All right. Now just give it a little, like that. Just enough to bring everything together. And then we're going to start doing, just dropping that butter in there. There we go. All right. So, and then just pulse it. What I want to do is I want to bring it down to it's like, grains of sand, basically. All right. That's looking pretty good. Whoa, that's looking good. What I need, we need a bowl, which I forgot. Got our big bowl. We just toss that into the bowl for now. And then, this is where the cream comes in. Yeah, let's put all that in here. Boy, it's gonna be a bit of dishes to do after this, isn't there? All right, put that off to one side. Oh, we missed a piece of butter. You didn't see this. I know. I was once tested for cholesterol because my wife said as much butter as you eat, just like that, I have a lower cholesterol level than she does. I don't know. Anyways, let's start making this. Just slowly mix it in. What we want is we want to not too thick. It's not like we're making our usual biscuits. We're going to thin this out a little bit more. Still, I want to go through with a cutting motion. You don't want to overwork this. You just keep cutting back and forth like that. Add a bit more. See, I think we may just about use the whole 3/4 cup. You never know. Depends on your flour and all that. Coming together. Okay, I'm going to use a bit more of that. Just doing a cutting motion, back and forth, back and forth. Got these little pieces of flour left down here, so a bit more cream into there. Yeah, we're going to use the whole 3/4 of a cup. Perfect. Well, not perfect because I would have drank the rest. All right, put that over there. Okay, that's looking good. Boy, you're messy tonight, Kevin. All right, get that off there. Okay, now what I want to do is going to come bring my hands in there this last little bit. Bring that together, that last little bit that's hanging out there, until it's just about like biscuit dough. And then we're just gonna crumble that across the top here, like that, kind of roughly. Get that spoon. No. Oh yes. Well, that's gonna be really good, yeah. All right. Get that in there. There. There's little pieces in here. Okay. Now this is where the sugar gets, that other sugar goes in on top. So just kind of want to sprinkle it around. Oh yeah. Okay, I hope you have a sweet tooth because that's okay. It's going in the oven over there at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. All right, see you when it comes out of the oven. All right, 30 minutes in the oven and we are looking great. Look at that. Nice crust on there. Cobbler. You got the apples down below. It looks like, oh, look how caramelized that's become. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Let's dish a little bit out here. See if I can move this out without burning myself. Put some of that into a little dish. So just kind of dig down through, break away from there. And there we go. Get in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that piece of apple. Caramelization on that is, yes, very good. Oh, look at that around the edges. Yeah, it's just looking, see if we can get a close look at that. That's looking absolutely fantastic, isn't it? All right, that's ready to go. Hey, all right, if you like this recipe, stick around, check out some more Kevin Riley recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. Now go, make this, make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.